We made it, damn it, that's right, it's Tuesday, December 1st, and in my location here in the UK, it's a bright but pretty cold day, so spare a thought for those sleeping rough out there, won't you? Indeed, it is cold, but it's a warm welcome back, new and existing Foxy Games UK subscribers. So I've completed Spider-Man Remastered and Miles Morales' main campaign on PS5, and I've got around 50 hours on Assassin's Creed Valhalla on Series X, patiently awaiting Cyberpunk 2077 in just 9 days. Fingers crossed, huh? So you can tell I'm having a great time with both my PS5 and Xbox Series X systems. Hey, we're on lockdown, plenty of time to go around. Though enough about what I've been up to. In the first of today's news, a quick update regarding the Amazon missing PS5 deliveries fiasco, sourced via PSU.com. Now remember those stolen or quote-unquote missing deliveries on PS5's launch day? Well, it seems the issue has garnered quite a bit of attention, particularly here in the UK, from the UK consumer rights TV show BBC Watch Dog, not to be confused with the game franchise. It's not DLC for Watch Dogs Legion or anything. So the disappearance of a number of PS5 orders from Amazon UK will be investigated by consumer issues show Watch Dog, the BBC has announced. As reported right here on Foxy Games UK and by many other outlets earlier this month, Amazon UK failed to deliver a number of PS5 orders to pre-order customers at launch, despite the courier marking the order as delivered. Now, some customers received erroneous goods, including kitchen appliances and even cat food, and being Brits, we're not taking it lying down. Watch Dogs presenter Matt Allwright revealed that viewers should get in touch with the show if they've had information on their missing orders, and later said that the show had received an amazing response. Amazon confirmed just last week that it had cut ties with a courier that was caught making off with a customer's PS5 that was purchased as a birthday gift for their son. It is unknown at the time of this recording as to whether Amazon prosecuted the offender, but I'll be keeping my eyes on that one. Now in other news, and this surprised me somewhat, as according to research, it appears single player is king. Apparently leaked PlayStation research shows single player is more alive than ever and that more people play offline than online. Leaked Sony research from a presentation obtained by Vice has revealed that internally the console maker found that single player is thriving and PlayStation users spend way more time playing offline than they do online. In the presentation, which was shown to developers in 2019, when it was revealed that Sony found this out, and as a result, key questions players had when it came to non-multiplayer titles. Now, the key problem Sony found from this, and the reason it's constantly perceived that single-player games are dying, is that players didn't know how they should play a single-player game or when they should check in, as they didn't know how long a section would take. We must be talking about casuals here, seriously. But Sony took that data and implemented quality of life features to the PlayStation 5 user interface, which goes some way to explaining why there are help videos and key info regarding how far away from completing not just levels but individual game sections and how close you are to trophies. It's a standout feature for sure, one that Sony has added to the PS5 for that next-gen feel. But bear in mind that Microsoft on the Xbox, I believe I've noticed that they do give you indicators as to how close you are to completing achievements. But do you play more offline or online? Sound off in the comments. And in our final news segment of the video, did Sony hit a home run with its PS5 launch? Now, according to VGC.com, Sony didn't just hit a home run, it knocked it out of the park. Sony's PlayStation 5 has broken the record for the UK's biggest ever console launch. According to publishing sources speaking to VGC, launch sales for Sony's console far exceeded the UK's previous record holder, 2013's PlayStation 4, which sold some 250,000 units within its first 48 hours. It means PS5 significantly outsold the launch of Xbox Series X and S in the region, which VGC previously reported had sold around 155,000 units on their first day. Now, the most popular PS5 model at launch was the more expensive Disk Drive Edition, which like Series X accounted for around 2/3 of UK launch sales. However, the sales figures come with some caveats due to significant supply constraints for both Xbox Series X and S and PS5. The consoles would likely have sold even better if more stock was available, but isn't that the same old story with every new generation launch? Similarly, any additional stock during the launch window for either the Xbox Series X, S or PS5 will almost certainly sell out, especially considering that pre-orders made up the vast majority of current hardware sales, limiting really the number of units available to day one buyers. Now, the platform holder which sells the most consoles in the coming months will almost certainly be the one which can get the most stock into market. Sony Interactive Entertainment has so far not shared any sales figures for PlayStation 5. However, last week it claimed that globally PS5 had recorded the biggest console launch sales in history, suggesting that it sold more than 2 million, global record previously set by PS4. I would put it at around 2.5–3 mil. Now, Sony has previously said it expects to sell over 7.6 million PS5 units by the end of its fiscal year, March 31st, 2021, outperforming by some margin PS4's launch of the same period. Now, supply issues are expected to continue for Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 this year due to the impact of the pandemic on shipping times. Now, a Microsoft exec recently said the company expects Xbox Series X S shortages to continue until April 2021, while PlayStation has said that demand for PS5 has been unprecedented. Now, with console availability failing to satisfy launch demand, PS5 scalpers are currently seeking to cash in by selling them extortionately on eBay. Now, where a significant number of consoles have already been sold for more than double their retail price, more PS5 and by the way, before we even move on, you've got to be careful as well with eBay, because it's come to light that many are just selling photos of the PS5. Yes, images, not even a box, just a photo, for like $500 or 700 UK pounds. It's ridiculous. Now, eBay has taken steps and said that you are entitled to a refund because it is misleading, and they are removing or actively seeking to remove these listings. So, more PS5 and Xbox Series X S stock is expected to be made available in the run-up to Christmas, but Microsoft has suggested it could change how future consoles are pre-ordered to avoid the sort of chaotic online retail experiences that we witnessed this month, or last month. We are on December 1st now. Both Sony and Microsoft have lamented how pre-orders have gone for its respective next-gen consoles and the many upset customers it has struggling to obtain next-generation console hardware. So, great news for Sony, good news for Microsoft, great news for PS5, which will no doubt mean some developers will have far more confidence in creating games for current gen PS5 and Series X consoles specifically, and dropping last gen support completely, which is the only way you really can go if you want to see true advancements and progression in the gaming space. Though, what say you? Still having issues securing a PS5 or Series X? Are you content to stick it out for a few more years on PS4 and Xbox One? Or are you one of those who had a next-gen console go walkies on launch day? Go ahead, sound off, share your thoughts and opinions on today's news, because that unfortunately brings us to the end of another video. But let's continue the discussion cordially in the comments, and for all your next-gen news updates, rumour and rampant speculation, yes, hit the like button, yes, spread the word, and yes, keep it locked to Foxy Games UK. Go ahead, subscribe to Foxy Games UK, hit the notification bell so you never miss content. Thumbs up if you like it here, and help us reach more like-minded gamers simply by sharing the video. And you can consider supporting Foxy Games UK via Patreon, link in the video's description. Truly appreciate your support. But that concludes our time together on this Tuesday. Certainly was great hanging out. Until next time, play games, not corporations.